Hello everyone, in this lesson I'm going to teach you all the different categories in motif design and how to develop the motifs. So as you already know, a motif is a single design unit. So this single design unit, you're going to apply it repeatedly on the fabric as an all over design or a linear border design. And in the previous topics, I've already taught you the way you can create a grid for repeating all over design. And I've also taught you what is a border design, even though there has not been any demo video which shows how to create a border design. So in motifs, there are four different categories that are naturalistic, stylized, geometric, and abstract. Now these are just categories, okay? So I'm not talking about the theme or the inspiration behind developing a particular style of motif. So I've been saying in my previous lessons that when you're planning a collection, you take something as a theme which has been very inspiring to you. But here you have to keep in mind the theme or your inspiration, and also you decide whether you want to create a very natural looking design. Okay, so like the one you see here. Okay, so this motif looks exactly like the theme by which it is inspired. Now the second motif that you see here is actually a stylized version of a floral theme. Now what is this stylized motif? This motif is created with more elements added to the design, making it to look much more complex than its original appearance. The third kind of motif is the geometric design. So here also anything could be your inspiration or theme, but to create the shape of the motif, you're going to use geometrical lines and shapes like triangles, rectangles, hexagons, pentagons, etc. Okay, so the last style of motif is the abstract design. So here also anything could be your inspiration, but this design is a very vague representation of your theme. There are many different kinds of balance, like formal balance, informal balance, which is also called as asymmetrical balance, radial balance, which is a kind of formal balance, and finally there is unbalanced motif. In a motif which has a formal balance, you just imagine that there is a central axis in the center of the motif. Now from the central axis on both sides of the motif, the shapes, lines, colors, everything look exactly the same. In informal balance, you imagine a central axis in the middle of the motif, but the shapes, colors, lines, and objects may not be similar to one another on both sides of the central axis. It's just the feeling of an equal weight on both sides of the central axis. It's just a visual feeling. Third kind of balance is a radial balance. So here you imagine a central vertical axis and a central horizontal axis, and the motif seems to be balanced both the top and bottom and also on the left and right side of the central axis. An unbalanced motif is the one which is not balanced on top or bottom of a central axis or on the left and right side of an imaginary central axis.